Cut out the jibber jabber. Don't be babbling like a fool. Say what you got to say. That's all. Then shut your dang pie hole.
That's right. Quit babbling like a fool, Biden. Shut your pie hole. Well, this is kind of an easy one this morning for us. Biden comes out. He's in California. He decides to have a speech. And, well, they're not having as much success in other areas as they want. And they need more distractions. So he says, hey, we haven't given up. Hey, we're going to keep coming after you. We're coming after your AR-15s. We're coming after your high-capacity magazines. I tell you, what an asswipe. Let's just visit this one directly, head on, and talk about it. Are you going to hand in your guns if they want them? Okay, not your granddad's shotgun, not your daddy's old, clunky 1911. Well, if they want just your AR-15s and just your AKs, would you turn them in? Are you going to give them up? That's all they want. Well, and the high-capacity magazines to go with them. This is interesting, right? If they get the ARs, what's the point of having high-capacity magazines for them? Right? So does he want the magazines or does he want the guns? Basically, they're trying for anything they can fucking get, folks, at this point. This is all they've got, is we don't like it and we want to take it away from you. How many times do we have to go through this exercise? Right? The old answer, folks, back in the 1980s was you can have my gun when you pry it from my cold, dead fingers. That still applies today. Does it not? I know a lot of people say that they would not give them up. And they would instantly turn them over at the thought of having to use a gun to protect themselves and to face someone else using a gun to confiscate theirs. Right? A lot of people just give up. They don't want it. Folks, have you ever been shot at? Had a bullet hit anywhere near you? Your attitude changes quite a bit. When you're young and you're brash and you're a man, you want to prove to the world that you're a man, you're 18, you're 19, right? You join the service and you want to kick ass and you want to kill communists. At least we used to want to kill communists. Now half of the young people are fucking communists. Anyways, I digress. Right? Men aren't afraid. They go to war willingly. I tell you, it doesn't make people happy ultimately. It's a rather sobering event if you just ask them about it and they were to tell you. Anyways, let us move on. When you're older, like me, you've done everything, and this whole life thing. It's like, well, I'll tell you what, got another good 30 years in me, but I've already done everything that I need. Sure, it'd be cool, right, to give my children and to give the world the gift of a constitutional republic. You give it back to them. Right, so what is worth dying for? I think is a bigger question than guns. What is worth living for? What is worth fighting for? Right? If you grew up getting bullied, I was bullied a lot. I mean, I don't know of any kids that really weren't bullied. Even the bullies were picked on, and they ended up, bullying others for it. The point is that you give up. You scream uncle when they twist your arm behind your back. And they still come after you, and they still want to beat you up, and they still want more. They don't stop. In fact, once you give them what they want, the bully knows that you're an easy target. And that's really why they keep coming after us on guns, because we've been bullied and we've given in. We've absolutely given in. on, well, schools, the military, social issues, the LGBT crap. We've given in on everything. Everything. So the only thing they haven't gotten us on is guns. We haven't bent on guns, and that's why it's such a big and powerful argument piece. You know, what is worth living for? What is worth dying for? Bullies, if you let them bully you, will keep coming, and that's why they're here. We haven't stopped them. We haven't stood up to them. We haven't fought them. You know, standing up to a bully and getting punched in the stomach doesn't stop bullies. Standing up to a bully and punching him in the fucking nose, that is how you stop a bully from ever doing it again. You beat the shit out of the bully. If our government is acting like a bully, a cowardly prick who hides behind the appearance of strength, right? Well, I'm not recommending anyone do anything harmful or dangerous or stupid or violent or illegal or unlawful. Nope. I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to tell you, the bully needs to be punched in the fucking nose. It doesn't matter whether the bully's that guy from your second grade class and his name's Ross, he's a redhead. That doesn't matter. Right? It doesn't matter if the bully you're facing is named Biden and he's got a bunch of other tough kids who want to come take your guns. You know, he's a bully. If you want to be free and you want to help others, you beat the hell out of the bully. That, I think, is going to be the only way this is stopped. Right? Otherwise, the bully is going to keep beating us up or threatening us and taking our lunch money. So bring it on, Biden. Fucking bring it on, dude, at this point. And I'm tired of the bully now at this point. Saying, John, if you don't give me your lunch money, I'm going to beat your ass. Right? And every time you turn around, over every matter, every subject matter, right, it's a threat. Because that's what the government does. It threatens us over everything. You'll do as you're told. You're going to go get your Jim Jones shoes. You'll do as you're told. You're going to pay these new crazy, stupid fucking taxes. You'll do as you're told and let all of these illegals come into your class. Right? The bully. You'll do as you're told, and you're going to give us your money, your lunch money, and then we're going to turn around and we're going to give it to a bunch of communist, Marxist, racists like the BLMers. Right? You'll do as you're told and get down on one knee and swear allegiance to these guys. They just keep doing it. You'll do as you're told and accept all the homosexuals, and you'll praise them and love them and give them your money there too. And then you're going to let them be the class president. You're going to let them be the treasurer. You're going to let them be the secretary. They're a bunch of fucking bullies. And they're going to keep doing it. But this gun issue, this is, and we know it. We all know it, folks. You and I, the patriots know it. The government, they know it. That really is the ultimate tool. Something as simple as a little gun, an invention that has been, well, modified and improved upon for centuries. You know, we can start it as a blunderbuss, you know, a black powder packed explosive charge that came out the end of a crudely fashioned barrel. And it's now a self-defense and national defense weapon that can reach out and touch someone at incredible distances and stop them from being your enemy forever. The government does not like individual humans having the ability to tell them no. The bully being told no, and they can't do a fucking thing about it. But Biden wants to take it. Again, he's not quitting. He's in California. He's telling everyone, yeah, we ain't giving up. We're coming after it. We're going to take it. Try it. Just fucking try it. I want them to try it. I want to see America's resolve. I want to see all of these gun fanatics. I want to see them try this. Try it in a neighborhood. Try it in South Chicago. They already have gun laws that say they can't have them there. Go take theirs. Try it. I want to see the results. I want to see what happens after a squad of goons goes in as Biden's bitches and tries taking someone's guns, and see how many of them get whacked. Now, if you want to see a little idea of how that turned out, go to Waco and watch the first hour of what happened there. They had helicopters, they had body armor, they had fully automatic weapons, and they tried invading that place, and they got shot for it. The ATF agents. And by the way, the ATF agents, I have it on good report, are a bunch of sissies and pussies that talk tough because they have badges and guns, but really are a bunch of sissies and wimps. Now maybe these are just the new ones going through school because they're woke, and they are tragically, stricken with cowardice. But be that as it may, bring it on. I don't even give a shit. Make me the first target. I'm not doing anything illegal. I just might have an AR-15. Ooh, the most dangerous weapon on the planet, says Biden. I don't commit any crimes. I don't break any laws. I pay my taxes. But I have guns because the Second Amendment is enshrined in our country's law that says we have the right to keep and bear arms, and the government can't do a fucking thing about it. So why does the government keep doing stuff about it? Why do they think that they have the authority to override my rights? Biden mentioning taking guns and high-capacity magazines, I think, is a treasonous statement. He's saying he doesn't like the Constitution and he's willing to violate it. It's that simple, folks. It's an admission of guilt on his part that he is a treasonous pile of crap. And he deserves to be impeached for that and many, many, many crimes against America, the Constitution, and humanity in general. Just bring it on, man. Let's see what happens. Let's see if the American people really can stomach what is going on. I'm willing to bet, folks, that if they just came out and did that, that America would bend over and hand over their shit for the most part. But I also bet that the people who love their country and love their guns would fight back, and it would be a terribly awful mess. It would only take 1 in 10 gun owners saying, not my fucking guns. 10%. 1 in 20 gun owners. 5% saying, would be more than enough to stop any F physically. That's just numbers, folks. Until you face down that bully and tell him no, and be willing to face the consequences, we'll never know. Are you prepared? Chance favors the prepared mind. Know what happens to a people when they give up their guns. Know what happens to people when they surrender to bullies. There are trains waiting for you. There are chains waiting for you. There is slavery until you are worked to death. And there are firing squads, concentration camps, all sort of evil. The Russians, the communist Chinese, the communist Russians were the Soviets, folks. The Nazis, they have no problem murdering everybody in their path when they take their guns. You cannot give in to the bully and expect to win. There is no peace when it comes to bullies. Are you prepared? I sure hope so.
The darkness surrounds us. It's time to light up the night. It's time for Zero Dark 30 with John.